Then I think some of our instruments could sound a bit more retro, a bit more vintage. And for that, you can add some LoFi plugin. I want to show you two plugins today, which are free. First one is Vinyl by Izotope. LoFi and or multi-effects plugin can really help bring some flavor for a part to any instrument or even to the whole mix. In the tutorial, I'm showing how to use vinyl and tape cassettes. There are a lot of plugins that do that, so just find your favorite and stick it to your track. Nowadays, I'm usually using RC20 from Excellent Audio. It really became my go-to for retro and lo-fi vibes, but I like to try vinyl on the drums. I think it had a mixed knob before, no? No, it doesn't have a mix knob. That's why I'm using RC20. It's way easier to automate. Let's try to find a sound for our drum. Playing on a stereo width also help bring some contrast between parts. I really enjoy to do that. Let's automate the mix. Let's bring that a bit more naturally. And let's bring it back. And let's bring JST on the snare. Alright, great. Okay. And that illustrates my points. Transitions. Basically in that video I'm showing how to do some risers. And it sounds like that. Then you bounce it, you reverse it, and it ends up sounding like that. So we are definitely going to do that. I added some cymbals to the drums. Adds a bit more impact on the beginning of the lead. Music. Does not work at all. No, it does not. Alright, I'm also showing how to do some riser from cymbals, which works really great. Really great tips, should have way more views. Thank you, Outpost 13, okay. Let's try to apply some of those tips to our track. Let's try to do that with the plugs. First note, let's delete everything. Let's bounce that. Cool, let's reverse it. I would love to hear a bit of saturation on that. Let's try a little radiator. Alright, this doesn't work, that's great. Change of plans. Let's use the saturation knobs. Let's try that with the guitars as well. This... Rom. Let's reverse that. Oh, let's do a glitchy effect. Needs to be louder. Let's bring OTT. We could add the crash. Hey, you know what? Let's take that crash and reverse it. Risers are just simple and effective, so why not use them, right? And what did we do again? Noise sweep already did one. Transition from cymbal, it's done. Use sample pack, it's kinda done. Let's do some new automations. Same with the bass. I want to keep just the tom fill and the lead synth. And let's do an automation on the guitars as well. Just a bit more of impact, and speaking of impact, is it too much? Yeah. Let's put that here as well. And you can also try to reverse your impacts. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It just adds a low rumble to the song. And let's try it here. What's next? And today we talk about mixing your track. And that's a very large subject. Looking back at this video, I think I pretty nailed it. Just, yeah, Thomas, you nailed it. Like, it's really good advice, like to prepare your session, to the basic stuff to pay attention to start mixing, like in the span of 18 minutes. Also, one thing to keep in mind is that your instruments have to sound good together. Yeah, it's a mix, so together. But yeah, a lot of good advice in that video. Go check it out after this one if you are curious about mixing. Gluing instruments with reverb and compression. We're gonna start with that. I'm going to collapse everything. Oh yeah, we could put a lead guitar. Let's select everything that goes out. Let's do a new bus, a general reverb. I'm going to use chroma verb. I'm going to activate the send on faders, and I'm basically going to do a mix of the instrument in the reverb. It can add a lot of character if you want to or need to. You can also automate that if you want to in your mix. And it also helps give a sense of space between all the instruments. And I'm also going to sidechain it to the drum. And let's blend the reverb with the mix. Then, before starting working on my mix, and I feel it's one of the most important thing in the process, is trying to find a reference track. Because having a reference track is really gonna help you bring your song closer to a known sonic universe, if I may say that. I haven't chosen one yet, but I'm really going to think about it. Alright, I've done a bit more of mixing. I chose some reference track. I listen a lot to, you can see down there, I choose a song from Perturbator. I also listen to some Daniel Deluxe, Droid Bishop, some Rammstein for more industrial guitar type of reference. Also listen to some Dance with the Dead stuff. I did some bus mix processing, so some compression, saturation, limiting. Yeah, not a full track, maybe an intro or something, but I think it sounds great. Let's listen to what we did today following my old tutorial. Alright, I have to say, Pasby knew a thing or two. The tutorial definitely had some solid tips. Feel free to revisit it at your own pace and don't hesitate to ask questions if you need to. And this track came out pretty sick, don't you think? Maybe I should revisit more of my old advice or keep this track going? Please don't forget to let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.